We are opening up a frequency of a healing space for our harmonic key right, the bands of power. This is the second of the foundation rites, where we're going to be weaving these 5 bands of elemental energy into our chakras. But first, we're going to learn about them. My name is Alicia, and welcome to the Mystical Institute of Healing Arts. To the winds of the south, a great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way that you shed your skin, to walk belly to belly on the earth of the mother. Aho. To the winds of the west, mother, sister, jaguar, protect our medicine space. Teach us the way of peace, to live impeccably, to walk softly on earth. Show us the way beyond death. Aho. To the winds of the north, hummingbird, ancient ones, grandmothers, grandfathers, come warm your hands by our fires. We honor those who have come before us and those who will come after us and our children's children. Aho. To the winds of the east, a great eagle, condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Teach us to fly wingtip to wingtip with great spirit. Protect us, keep us under your wing. Aho. Pachamama, Mother Earth, we are here for the honoring of all of your children, the stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the fin, the furred, the winged ones, all of our relations. Aho. Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, to the high frequency star nations, archangels, ascended masters, and great sacred feminine. Thank you for bringing us here and allowing us to sing the song of life. Sacred space is now open. Aho. Yahoo! Naro re ya na ve ya na ta ya ve ya na ta ya ne ha me ne ya na ta ve ya noro ho ve ya ne o me Naro Yare. Bringing you this message from Dreamweaver. So Dreamweaver is my spirit guardian. Sings songs coming through, like that one, from many lives ago, where I was a Native American Navajo. These songs have been coming through with my channeling, with my learning about my multidimensional selves, my past lifetimes, and my connection to shamanism. Not that the monarchy comes from there, but we are working with our own heritage, our own lineage, and so will you. And we are guided by the energy coming in from this region. So this is the Andes Mountains in Peru. That picture is of Machu Picchu. And this is the second of the foundation rites, and here are some pictures of the Laika, the medicine men and women who brought this medicine to us with this man, Alberto Villoldo, who is the founder of this medicine. All right, so I'm burning some Palo Santo. This is an offering. This calls in sweetness, and I get this from Ecuadorian hands. So this is ethically sourced. This is fair trade. This is shipped over from the bottom of the mountains there, where the monarchy comes from. And it is sourced from dead trees that are blessed by shamans and replanted. So the forest is continuously being replenished, and we are supporting local economy in Ecuador. So I invite you to get out your handouts. If you do not have them, you can follow along with me here. You can also visit our Facebook group, and you can find us. It's called the Monarchy Rites at the Mystical Institute, or just Monarchy Rites Mystical Institute. Under files, you can download this entire booklet, and you can watch the recordings right here. So what we're going to be doing is bringing through the bands of power today that bring in protection. So this rite installs potential protection within your luminous energy field. It is in the form of 5 energetic bands that encircle your body, representing earth, fire, water, air, and the pure light of spirit. Once installed and activated, they act as filters, breaking down into one of the 5 elements any negative energies that come our way. The bands of power require about 2 to 3 weeks to take, but once activated, they are always on. And negativity bounces right off of them and is unable to connect and harmfully affect us. And in a world currently manifesting considerable fear, the bands of power provide essential protection. Additionally, the bands enable us to energetically feed ourselves when we are in a place of nature. So after receiving this rite, provided we follow through with dedicating and unpacking and germinating and growing the installed potential that we're going to be gifted as seeds, they will be fully operational after 3 to 4 weeks. And this allows us to disassemble any existing rituals that we may have previously performed to keep us safe. The bands of power expand and contract in harmony with our surroundings. So expanding in nature and contracting in urban environments. So remembering this, post-Monarchy, when required to enter potentially challenging places or situations, we can remind ourselves of the existence of the bands, pushing them outward, creating a larger personal protected space around us. And it's also described as 5 luminous energetic bands representing earth, air, fire, and water of pure light. And they're woven into our luminous energy field. So they act as filters, breaking down all negative energy that comes within, that's from within us as well. And they deepen your connection with the earth and all of the elements. So the way that I like to explain it is the black band goes around the bottom, and it's the base, and it's black like soil. It's black like the deepest, nourishing, enriched soil. So it's where we plant our seeds. It's where we ground, right? So the black is very protective, very protective. And it is the element of earth. So this will transmute negativity into fertilizer for Pachamama and for you if you receive the rites today. So we like to talk about releasing things through our grounding cord into Mother Earth to be transmuted and cleared. That's what we're talking about with this. And then there's going to be the next band, which is red, and red symbolizes the blood in our body. Therefore, it represents the element of water. And it will transmute emotional energy or emotional negativity into the water to wash away these unwanted, unhappy feelings. And so you can feel it if you're holding a lot of emotion in your sacral chakra. You can breathe and push it through the band to circulate so that it isn't just replaying over and over and over again, so that you can start to wash clean, start to let it flow through you, start to let it go and allow in happier, more positive feelings that are wanted. And then the next band up is connected to the element of fire. It's connected to the energy of the sun. And fire transmutes rapidly, right? So the Monarchy does come from fire. So if you already have an affinity for fire and you're getting the Monarchy rites and you're doing this rite, your connection and your relationship to fire is going to become even more magical than it already is. So this transmutes negativity into the fire to burn it away at an energetic level, right? So when we're really wanting to shift something that's tangible in our lives or that's happening in our current day reality, and you want to call in rapid transformation, we always burn our intentions in the fire, or release what we no longer need into the fire to be transmuted and cleared, and it's going to quickly transform that for us. And then there's the blue band, which is going to go around the throat space, and this is for healthy communication. It also represents, let's see what it says here. Okay, so in this book, it's silver. In other books that I have worked with, it's blue. So it can be blue or it can be silver, but it's going to work on the throat chakra. It's going to install the band of air, and it's going to transmute negativity, blowing it away at an energetic level. So if there are energies and things that we haven't said that's building up in our throat chakra, or if we're holding on to identity issues there that aren't true, and we're holding untruths about ourselves, and we need to get into alignment with our integrity, with who we really are, with our divine life purpose, and really step up and be authentic, we can allow those energies to start to filter through that silvery blue band, bringing in the element of air, bringing in this quality of fresh ideas, higher consciousness and beliefs, and just let that energy filter through. And then I know this one is white, so we're going to be moving up into the energy of pure spirit, which is white. And this white band in color is connected to the light and will transmute all negativity and bring it into the light for healing. So oftentimes when people have had, shocking experiences in life, or grieved things that they never thought would happen that ended up happening, that oftentimes will create people letting go of their faith or having a healing crisis and not really understanding what's going on, feeling confused. Installing in this just really connects them back and plugs them back into source wisdom, to their higher self, and out of the confusion state of letting the mind and the ego body trying to figure things out. It's a really beautiful energy. I've often collected people's throat chakras and brought it all the way up, bringing in this white energy here and helping to plug them back into just the, oh, thank you, that's right, everything looks better from up here. Let's look at things from a higher consciousness, right? So I very much love this energy. This is really wonderful for people who consider themselves to be empathic and are always trying to figure out how to shield themselves, right? So there's a lot of talk about, do we shield ourselves, or is that a fear-based idea that we need a shield? This is more of a healing that's going to, stop us from going into fear. When people go into fear with how they're protecting themselves, often that's an idea that came from the mind or came out of fear that isn't a higher way of learning about how to stay safe or how to be healthy, right? So these are defense mechanisms that everybody has. It's part of the human consciousness to learn from those and to let them go and to adopt, healthier ways of self-care. And this is going to be continuously bringing consciousness into how we protect ourselves and how we can remain safe and have strong boundaries and raise our vibration and connect to a higher quality of life. Feel connected and in harmony with all things. So it's really beautiful. I really love this band, all the bands. So how we give this band is normally we are standing up and our protege is facing away from us, and we come up behind them. And we come up behind them with our pie stone. which represents our luminous energy field, and we're going to put it right on the top of their head. And to me, it always looks like the blowhole of a whale, and I place this right up on top of their head, and I'm visualizing these beautiful gold, silver, and white cords of energy moving down into their consciousness through their crown chakra. And I'm always doing this after I've asked them, do I have permission to give you the bands of power? And after I've already called in sacred space with the calling in the winds and lit a candle. And when you light the candle, you're cleaning your pie stone, you're cleaning your hands, and you're bringing light and consciousness into what we're doing. So always have a candle nearby. And so I usually can get up on top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel this infusion of the energy, and I'm going to blow it into their crown chakra and down their spine. And I'm going to hold it like that. And I'm going to feel all of these threads of gold and silver and white light weaving all the way down through their feet, all the way down into the earth. And I'm going to hold that there until it feels that it's reached the bottom. And then I'm just going to slide this down the back of their head. And I'm drawing this line all the way down their spine, and then at their knees, I'm going to pass it through, bring it back around the front, coming all the way up to just below the navel, right at the sacral chakra. And I'm going to be holding my arms somewhat around the person, and sometimes it's just one arm, right? And you're always wanting to start there, and then you're going to trace the body. You're going to bring it to the back of their sacral chakra, right here where this bony landmark is, right here at your sacrum, and hold it there. And we're really installing this black band. So this earth energy, we're installing, our intention is to install this earth energy, come back around to the front, switch hands, and then go around the other side of the body. It's really, really good there. And then we're going to trace up. And you want to be, either above the breast line or below it. Okay, so the next one that we're going to be going to is going to be red. Okay, so this is around the navel area, and this is the emotional energy of water, the water element. So we're going to again trace around the navel to the back, and then go back where we came, switching hands, tracing that red line of energy around the navel and back. And then we're going to go up higher, and we're going to be going into this fire energy here, which is yellow. And again, we're above the breast line, and we're going to hold it right. You're actually touching the person with this, and you're holding it, and then you're going to trace the body around the back and hold, and you'll feel it. You might even envision it. You might feel the energy going around. It just depends on what is your way of sensing energy. But energy always follows intent. So it is being installed, even if you're not necessarily seeing it or feeling it. You believe that you are, and you intend that you are, and you're just knowing that you are, and then it's there. And then we're going to go all the way up to the throat space. And some people like to hold the pie stone like this, and some people like to hold it like this. The idea is just don't press too hard. This is a delicate area, so you want to be about the weight of a nickel as you trace around the back of the person and the front of the person. And then you're going to start to trace all the way up here on the protege. And we're going to start to install the white band. And you're going to go around about to here and the front, and to here and the front. And then we're going to bring it all the way up like this. So we're up here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to visualize this rainbow light body starting to activate in through the bands and come around them like a fountain of rainbow light all the way around them. It's really, really something to see. And after you're done, granted you have opened up your viracocha in the beginning, pulling this beautiful 8th chakra energy over your protege, you're now going to bring it back in. And when you bow, you're going to say to them, you've just been given the bands of power. Coming back to fire, and you're going to clear your pie stone and your hands. So all of that is written down step by step in your manual on how to give the bands of power. So it's written right here, transmitting the bands of power right. And it just walks you through it step by step. And it's the page after the picture of them. Okay, so even if you don't get every little tiny step exactly right, it usually transmits because I know our intention is there, and it usually follows through quite nicely when we hold our intention. So we're going to do a guided meditation on a separate video that's going to give you this transmission. And I've worked with the Monet Key virtually, myself receiving it virtually. I've also received it in person, so I know that it works both ways in my experience and with the people that I've worked with as well. So I invite you to get comfortable. You can lie down to receive this, and we're going to be working with spirit, bringing this energy around you through a guided meditation and visualization. All right, so in Monet, thank you so much. We'll see you shortly.